introduction here, I would like to introduce our mayor, Mayor Richard Newton, whose presentation for today is the state of the city. Each year, the city highlights its past year, current initiatives, and looks at the city's future. Please welcome Mayor Richard.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Well, good afternoon, everyone. I really appreciate all of you coming out to hear the state of the city today. We have a lot of good things to talk about, and I'm really excited about telling you about them. But before I get into that, I want to thank the Colleyville Chamber for the opportunity to present today. And I especially want to thank the Colleyville Chamber for naming the City of Colleyville Chamber Member of the Year. Yes. We were very excited and proud to receive that award. Over the last year and a half or so, the City Chamber partnership has really grown, and I can tell you today that the city intends to strengthen that partnership throughout this next year. We really appreciate the Chamber, do a lot for the city. I also want to acknowledge and thank the Colleyville City Council. You've met them earlier, but I'm the one standing up here talking. But what I'm talking about is we're a team, and everything I'm talking about represents their work along with the work of the city staff. So I appreciate them all. They're a great group of people. And mostly, though, I want to thank all of the Colleyville employees, and the emphasis there is on all. Their hard work and dedication is the reason we have so many things to celebrate today. So this slide doesn't show all the employees, it shows the senior Colleyville staff. So I do want the senior staff that's in this picture to please stand up. So I want you to see, stand up, come on. I want you to see who they are. They do a fantastic job. I would love for you to get to know all of them. And you're going to hear from all of them in this presentation a little later, except for one, and that's the City Secretary. Christine Levin, would you stand up again and wave to everybody? So that's our City Secretary. I want you to know who she is. And I would be very remiss if I did not thank and acknowledge Erin Spicer. Come on, Erin, stand up. She's our communication coordinator. She's the one that did all these neat visuals that you're going to see in a little bit. And she personally did this brochure that's on the table about the city. Please take it, look at it. It's got great information. It represents the type of work that she's able to do. Appreciate it. Now, on to the state of the city. I have a lot to talk about, so I apologize up front for moving along pretty quickly. But I can tell you, it's truly an honor as mayor to once again share with you the progress that the city has made over the last year. Last year, up at this time, I told you all of the reasons why I believe Colleyville was and is exceptional. And today I'm happy to report once again that Colleyville has had another exceptional year. I hope to show you about that. In 2018, Colleyville grew to more than 26,000 residents, welcomed many new businesses, and witnessed the expansion of several existing businesses. We celebrated a number of milestones. We saw progress on Highway 26. We adopted the effective tax rate, which I'm very proud of. And we celebrated the 15th anniversary of the Colleyville Public Library. Now, at the foundation of Colleyville's success, it's a conservative approach to managing taxpayers' money, and that would be your money. This is accomplished by establishing a balanced budget where expenses never exceed revenue generated. I told you last year at this time, the City Council's goal for fiscal year 2019 was to establish a budget that did not collect any more property taxes from you than what was collected in the previous year, and at the same time while maintaining all the city services and quality of life that you, the citizens, expect. And again, I'm happy to report to you that we did just that. This was done by adopting the effective property tax rate. As this slide says, the effective tax rate produces the same revenue in FY 2019 as was produced in FY 2018. Now you might say, well, what does that mean to me? This means that on average, the Colleyville component of your tax bill is approximately the same dollar amount as last year, even though the property values in Colleyville have gone up approximately 8%, what they have done over the last several years, which is good because that means we're economically very viable and successful. You know, the council could have gone with the traditional model of keeping the same tax rate with the implication that your taxes did not go up because the tax rate did not go up. However, that would have resulted in an 8% increase in your personal property tax bill because property values went up 8%. You can see that's true because revenue is a product of tax rate times home value. So in our model, we lowered the tax rate to offset the growth in home values. As you can see in this slide, as property values go up, the tax rate must go down to maintain constant revenue. Simply stated, constant revenue means no increase in your city property tax. We are proud to have the second lowest property tax rate in the area. And this holds true even when taking into consideration factors such as homestead exemptions, which have been touted by other communities as a property tax reduction. Remember, the city is only 14% of your total tax bill. As this slide indicates, the largest portion is the school district, as is the case in most cities, so this is not unusual at all. So while your overall property tax may have increased, we've done what we can to limit the financial burden on the Colleyville residents. I will say our conservative management approach to earn Colleyville an invitation to the seat at the table with Governor Abbott's team that wrote his tax reduction legislation. So I received a personal invitation, as did one of the mayor and a county judge, to meet 3 times at a very small meeting with the staff, governor's staff that was writing the legislation, to get a preview and give them advice in our position on the, what they were writing. So we did tell them several things. I can tell you this. One of the things we told them was that the tax reduction legislation had to include the elimination or at a minimum significant reduction of the burden of Robin Hood on schools and taxpayers. This does require the state to increase their percentage of funding to schools considerably. And so that's what they're trying to move ahead on. Next month, the Texas Municipal League will feature an article authored by Assistant City Manager Adrian Lothry outlining Colleyville's financial strategy we're discussing today. It's well written, easy to understand, and I would love for all of you to be able to see it when it comes out. So we're going to put it on the Colleyville's website, colleyville.com, when it's published in March. Please take a look at it. I will tell you that adopting the effective tax rate when property values are rising is not an easy task to accomplish. While health care and other costs continue to rise at considerable levels, our city leaders and staff had to look for ways to keep expenses within the revenue available. Over the last year, city employees have focused on efficiency and sustainability in their jobs and have saved taxpayers nearly $1 million on the expense side of the budget. That's a lot of money. Yeah, I do that. Examples of these efficiencies include combining related positions into one role, like the Parks and Recreation Director, utilizing staff skills to perform projects instead of contract workers, and combining construction building projects to maximize volume discount pricing. This was accomplished while maintaining and, in some areas, enhancing services to our residents. So I'm proud of them. City departments are now actively seeking grant opportunities to ensure property taxes stay low while still accomplishing the goals of each department. City staff has been busy. They've submitted nearly $10 million in grant funding requests and have netted $2 million for Cheeksburger, $1.2 million for Glade Road, $700,000 for Highway 26, and anticipates bike trail funding this summer. Also, our police officers received a grant for ballistic vests that protect them from rifle rounds. That's not the standard bulletproof vest, that's a special one. And our fire department anticipates grant funding for the purchase of an emergency response trailer. The City Council has clearly placed a high priority on the pursuit of funds for projects including roads, trails, sidewalks, community events, and first responder personnel. Our very conservative fiscal strategy and budget management ensures that expenditures are focused on citizens' priorities and that the maximum value is squeezed from every dollar spent. In addition, this approach has allowed Colleyville to maintain a AAA bond rating. That's the highest credit rating attainable and an achievement that few cities are able to reach and maintain. So Colleyville's done that for a number of years. Taking a smart approach to our budget isn't the only example of exceptionalism in action. Our first responders ensure the health and safety of our community and are the reason that we remain the safest city in Texas and one of the safest cities in the country, which we are very proud of and proud of them. Our police and fire departments understand the importance of being involved in the community and can be seen all over town, from visiting classrooms at local schools to providing help and support at local events. To ensure we remain a safe place to call home, our police department focuses on much of their effort on educating the community and taking a very proactive approach to prevent crime. So let's listen to our new police chief, Michael Miller, describe these efforts.
Hi, I'm Michael Miller, the Chief of Police here in Colleyville, and I've been serving in this role since May of 2018. And I wanted to just talk a little bit about how we've increased our community engagement. When I first got into the department, what I noticed was that they were doing a lot of great things out in the community and engaging with the community. We just had no way of really telling that story. So one of the things that we did was develop a social media program here within the police department where we were able to share now those stories. We got on Nextdoor, we got on Facebook, and we got on Twitter. We've also created 2 new civilian positions that are called public safety officers. And those are going to be extra eyes and ears that are going to be civilian personnel. They're going to be driving our marked vehicles that say public service officer, and they're going to be able to direct traffic and interact with the community. We expect them to also interact with you and get to know you, and you get to know them. Coming in from the outside, one of the most unique things that I noticed about Colleyville is that the Colleyville Police Department has a Citizens on Patrol organization. We have more Citizens on Patrol volunteers than we have full-time police officers here in Colleyville. That speaks to our partnership with the community. These are citizens who live in Colleyville who are actually spending their time, their free time, coming up here, getting in our vehicles and being extra eyes and ears in our community and really helping us achieve our mission of keeping Colleyville safe. So in Colleyville, we actually call ourselves a community policing police department. And many departments across the nation say that they're embrace community policing, but it is really part of our DNA. It's how we go about business every day.
Thank you, Chief Miller, and I can tell you that Citizens on Patrol operation is quite impressive. And the approaches Chief Miller described are the reasons why Colleyville remains the safest city in Texas. In addition to taking a proactive approach to crime, the police department worked diligently with Grapevine Colleyville Independent School District, Keller Independent School District, and the Grapevine Police Department to develop and implement a robust school safety plan. This included an increased presence of police patrol officers on all campuses, enhanced officer training, and ongoing coordination with school officials and emergency responders, among many other measures. And we appreciate Dr. Ryan, our superintendent, and the police department for making this a top priority. I think you will agree with me that there is nothing more important than the safety of our children. Now, since I mentioned Dr. Ryan, I want to take a minute to recognize and congratulate Dr. Ryan on being named the Region 11 Superintendent of the Year for 2018 by the Texas Association of School Boards. So that deserves applause. Dr. Ryan here, I think I saw him walk in. At any rate, in addition, not only was Dr. Ryan recognized for his work, but the GCISD School Board of Trustees was selected as the 2018 Outstanding School Board for the entire state of Texas. And we are really blessed. We are really blessed to have such a superb school district in our community. Over the last year, the fire department added additional ambulance to their fleet and upgraded the garage doors at all 3 fire stations. The new technology, combined with our firefighters' continuous training and dedication, has made this a year of many happy endings. Just last year, our firefighters and police officers saved 5 lives. That's phenomenal. That's more saves than most first responders will experience in their entire lifetime. In each of these cases, the first responders' efforts resuscitated someone in full cardiac arrest. So let's listen to an amazing story told by Bill Tilley, who is one of the survivors.
So it was the Friday after Thanksgiving, and my whole family was at home.
On Friday, November 24th, it was a B shift. Truck 241, Medic 241 caught a call.
My wife thought that I had just fainted, and she came over and saw that my lips had already turned blue. Terry, William, and Braden were the first to arrive, and I guess Donna was doing compressions at that time, and they just kind of slid her out of the way. They moved her into the living room, and then William and Robert got there, the EMTs, and I guess they kind of took over the scene.
We showed up shortly after, went through first few rounds of CPR and CPR medications. We shocked the patient 3 times, got a pulse back on scene, so we quickly loaded him up, moved to the ambulance, gave some medicine to put him into a coma, intubated him, to protect his airway and breathe for him. And then we transported him to the hospital.
In Dr. Thelman's words, I survived a sudden cardiac death. Just being in the community that we are, knowing that in the midst of this big metroplex that Colleyville, really takes care of their own, and we've got that connection with everybody. And I certainly have a different feeling now every time I drive past the fire station on 26. I'll always do a little look over and a wave to those guys, whether they see me or not, and obviously never forget what happened, and always appreciate the training and the commitment that they've put into their careers and their service to our community.
I don't know if you caught one of the things that Bill Tilley said, but it really impresses me. He said, "My doctor told me I survived a sudden cardiac death." Now, that only happens if somebody's there immediately, practically, and starts chest compression. So our first responders are fast, they're skilled, they're exceptionally talented and proactive. And I can tell you, we cannot thank our first responders enough for the work that they do on our behalf. And I want all the first responders that are in this room, would you please stand up? We need to give you guys a round of applause. So please stand up. Come on. They are truly exceptional. So, as we continually develop and improve the services we provide, a primary goal is to enhance the lives of our residents. And as community servants, we greatly appreciate the support of our citizens, whether it's through serving on a city board, volunteering with the city department, or attending one of our many events. The City of Colleyville hosts a variety of events throughout the year that are designed to bring the community together. No matter what time of year it is, there's something going on. You can visit the Colleyville Public Library, the Colleyville Center, the Senior Center, the Colleyville Farmers Market, or explore one of our 12 beautiful parks and always find something to do. Yes, the seniors always have a lot of fun. Last year, Red, White, and Sousa, that event was the biggest it has ever been. Thousands of people came out to enjoy the Grammy Award-winning country band, Asleep at the Wheel. In 2019, we have renamed the event Stars and Guitars, and we plan to go out with a bang this year by having a patriotic firework display at the end.
I said, hey pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I'd give anything to make you mine on mine. I'll do your bidding and be at your beck and call. Yeah, I've never seen anyone looking so fine. Man, I gotta have her, she's a one of a kind. I'm going once, going twice. I'm sold on the lady in the second row. She's an 8, she's a 9, she's a 10, I know. She's got ruby red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes, and I'm about to bid my heart goodbye.
And we do want to see you there. It'll be a lot of fun. I tell you, that song always wants me to sing, and with this mic I have to be really careful because I guarantee you, you would not want me to, and wouldn't want to hear me to sing. My wife is laughing. So, more good news. 2019 promises a new event venue with the construction of the plaza at City Hall, which has been designed and will be starting soon, the construction. This venue, originally proposed all the way back in 1999, will provide 20,000 square feet of outdoor event space in front of City Hall and the library. The plaza will feature a performance space, seating areas, a water feature, and a new landscape design. And of course, there will be room for food trucks we have to eat. The space is designed to bring our residents together and will be available for community groups to use for concerts, performances, and other events they may choose. And we can't wait to celebrate the opening of that plaza, which should be in the fall. We do plan to do our Christmas tree lighting this year in that plaza. Another venue we take a lot of pride in is our beautiful Colleyville Center, where we're here today. This summer, plans are in place to create an outdoor garden patio just beyond these Palladium windows, just looking out those windows. There will be some elegant French doors put in the two end windows, this one and down there, right where those two center windows are, so that you can walk out into that courtyard, and it will provide another space for events and can be used. I think it will be beautiful, and that should be done by September 1. I think it's the target date to have it done, ready to go. City employees are constantly listening to what our residents have to say and looking for ways to meet their needs. One example of this is the library's renovation project that is currently wrapping up. The renovations enhance the library's ability to provide outstanding service while being responsive to the needs of its users. First floor updates included adding more outlets for users to power their devices, updated computer stations, and a community room with French doors leading out to the city's new plaza. The children's area on the second floor was transformed into a space with a focus on flexibility. New flooring was installed that is kid-friendly and durable, a necessity. A toddler zone with games and interactive elements was created, as well as a space for older kids with a focus on science, technology, engineering, and math. We are truly blessed to have celebrated the 15th anniversary of our exceptional library with the enhancements to the facility. I'd like to take a moment to recognize and thank our friends of the library and the Library Foundation. Since the library opened its doors, the Library Foundation has donated over $600,000. That's a lot of money. The Foundation and the Friends Group both donated $20,000 each to the recent renovation project, and we really appreciate the individuals involved in those groups and the donations they made and all the work they put in for years on behalf of the library. Residents are responsible for providing direction on our newly adopted Park Master Plan. The Parks and Recreation Master Plan is an important document that took about a year to fully update. It guides the department on decisions regarding program offerings, facility construction, capital improvements, and park amenities. This plan also helps guide future development of the city's parks and open space system. Top priorities outlined in the plan include the creation of a trail master plan, researching the need for a multi-purpose center, and making improvements to the Colleyville Nature Center, which we believe is world-class. Work identified in the master plan is already underway. Last year, the city embarked on a beautification initiative focusing on the medians and roundabouts in town. Many locations received a new landscaping design, lighting, and community art. Our commitment to these efforts remains strong and will continue throughout 2019. But these achievements would not be possible without the work of our Parks Advisory Board to help guide the efforts of our department. So we owe a lot of debt of gratitude for the work that they put in. We thank them. Speaking of construction activity, our Public Works Department has had a busy year. Our crews have completed many road projects this year, including Pleasant Run Road reconstruction south of John McCain, the rehabilitation of John McCain Road, LD Lockett, Oak Timbers Court, Manning, Bowman, Stafford, and Oak Knoll. We also partnered with Tarrant County to resurface Cheeksburger, parts of Pleasant Run, Montclair, Bluebonnet Drive, and Wayne Drive. This year, our partnership will continue as we resurface McDonaldville and Branford Road. This partnership with Tarrant County and Commissioner Fickus, I don't know if Commissioner Fickus is here today or not, saves you, the taxpayers, about 40% of construction costs through the use of county employees. We buy the material, they put it in. So I want to publicly thank the county and Commissioner Fickus for the partnership. It's truly appreciated. And by the way, Commissioner Fickus is a Colleyville resident, so we got an inside track. To ensure we are maintaining our focus on quality, over the last year, the Colleyville Engineering Division developed a local street maintenance program. The street maintenance program supplements the capital improvement plan in order to provide the city with a transparent and effective way to reinvest and maintain one of our largest assets, our streets. New residents are able to see the rating of all roads in town, not new, now residents, all residents, to see the rating of all roads in town and see where their road ranks on our priority list. This document is available online on colleyville.com, and we update it annually. This is an important document because I get asked a lot. When is my street going to be done? So we tried to capture a process for doing that, and this is it. I'm proud of that. The largest street project in town, so now we get to Highway 26, is on track and making progress every day, although it takes a long time to do that much road work. By summer, all outer lanes and intersections will be finished and all entryways to neighborhoods and businesses will be accessible. That'll make it a lot better. By the end of 2019, the entire TxDOT project should be complete. We expect it to be complete. Once that project wraps up, we will focus our attention on ensuring Highway 26 has a beautiful look and feel. We're working with the design firm Mesa to create a look for Highway 26 that includes enhanced street lighting, landscape medians, and well-groomed sidewalks and trails. So let's watch this 3D video rendering that illustrates the enhancements that we are considering, and I'll try to tell you a little about it as the video goes on. So it's going to start on the north end of 26 going south. We're approaching John McCain Road. This is the northern gateway. So that's John McCain right there. This is a vertical structure, some nice wall verticals, and you'll see the the trail meanders around that as it approaches John McCain and links up with Cottonville. So notice here in the center medians, the trees are large. We're going to put large trees in. And we're approaching Main Street. So this is Main Street. We'll have some additional vertical structures here, a lot of landscaping, and kind of a circular design on both sides of the streets. I want you to notice, if it comes up again, the street lights, custom street lights. You can see, not that one. The second one, you see, if you can see that, it's got banners on it. So we're putting the ability for banners in the downtown core so we can advertise things. This now is moving north, right at the creek, north into Colleyville. That's the creek, and so we have a vertical structure right there as a marker. And we're going to connect from the Colleyville Nature Center, the trail, out to 26. So that's going to be a focal point for that trail connection. I think it's going to be beautiful. Now this is at night, because there's going to be nice lighting on all this. It kind of illustrates what it may look like at night at each of those locations. So I was talking fast, I didn't get everything in. But I think that gives you a great view of some of the concepts that we are considering. And so we've been looking at this for a while now, but as we continue that design, we're going to get a lot of input from citizens and have meetings so that you can input on what you think about this to fine-tune the project before we do it. Because we will be investing some money to make this happen. Now, while the work continues on 26, and there's an impact of that work, the city has found creative ways to support our local businesses that have been impacted by the construction. So we'll have Assistant City Manager Mark Wood tell us a little more about these initiatives.
2018 was a very busy year in terms of economic development for the City of Colleyville. And one of our largest initiatives was quarterly business assistance programs to help businesses affected by the State Highway 26 construction project. The project runs through Colleyville's main commercial corridor, and so at the city we wanted to do everything we could to help those businesses that may be affected by the construction. Overall, sales tax was up 4% for the year, but we do know that individual businesses did feel the effects of the construction. So what we did was we rolled out a new program for each quarter. Quarter 1 We provided an advertising grant for businesses to use however they see fit for their business. During the second quarter, we partnered with our school district and what we called the Colleyville Receipt Race, where PTAs competed to see who could collect the most Colleyville business receipts. And the winner of those received first place, second place, and third place dollar amounts for their PTA. Our third program was a gift card program where we mailed each Colleyville household a $10 gift card twice. That gift card was good at any Colleyville business. In our last program, we called it Colleyville Gives, and not only did it help businesses, but it also helped out our local nonprofits. So businesses could apply for grant funding again, and they could double that grant amount if they donated $500 to a local charity. We heard from a lot of businesses, and they were very appreciative of the programs, and it was just something that we wanted to do throughout the year to, again, help those businesses affected by the construction project taking place along 26.
So I'm excited to report to you that Q4 promotion program that Mark was talking about actually raised over $27,000 for local charities and nonprofits. And we want to thank the Colleyville businesses for they're the ones that donated that money to the nonprofits. We really appreciate you guys. As we move through 2019, we will continue these economic development initiatives and our partnership with the Colleyville Chamber. We have recently rolled out a new program we're calling Colleyville BEST. That stands for Colleyville Business Enhancements to Support Transformation. That's a mouthful. So we won't say that, we'll say BEST. As State Highway 26 is completed, and once all the landscaping, median work, and lighting is in place, it will be a beautiful corridor. We want to match the beauty of our streets with the beauty of the buildings located along the highway. So the BEST program is designed to help do that, help make that happen. The BEST program will provide targeted grants for businesses located on Highway 26 that are willing to invest in their property. The city will match these investments with grant funding. This money can be used for things like new signs, exterior painting, landscaping, and other exterior improvements. We've already had a few businesses take us up on this offer, like Lilium Floral Design. Lilium is an example of a successful homegrown entrepreneurial business that is being very successful. They opened in an old bank building near Glade in 26, and as business took off, they needed more space. The city provided some grant fund to assist Lilium with enclosing the old drive-through bank lanes and doubling the square footage of their space. And you can see where those windows are, that's where the bank lanes used to be. The extra space is projected to double their sales revenue and increase their staffing level. So we wish Lilium much success and look forward to partnering with many more businesses in town. The BEST program was created after the city completed economic development assessments on the northern and southern gateways to the city. The southern portion of 26 into Colleyville is a prime candidate for redevelopment, while the northern gateway, which stretches from John McCain Road to Longwood Drive, is green space that provides a canvas for new development. Both new development and redevelopment projects are eligible for funding through the BEST program. None of this would have been possible without the tireless work of our dedicated city employees. It is our people who make the difference. The City of Colleyville has welcomed several new faces over the course of the year. These changes in personnel have given us the opportunity to match the right people with the needs of the community. We have made a concerted effort to hire and promote those who share our common vision for servant leadership and who place a high value on customer service. So let's meet a few of these folks.
Oh, hey, I'm Mark Cantrell and I'm your fire chief. Give us a call at 911 for all your fire and EMS needs.
Oh, hey, how's it going? I know I'm sometimes mistaken for a Fighting Texas Aggie football player, but let me tell you, I'm not. I'm Chief Miller. I'm your police chief. And if you need us, call us.
Hi y'all, I'm Adrienne Lothery, Assistant City Manager. I love working for Colleyville because it's a small enough community where you really get to interact daily and get to know our residents. They're great people.
Hi, my name is Mark Wood. I'm an Assistant City Manager with the City of Colleyville. I love the city. It's such a unique place, and I love coming to work here every day for you.
Hello, Colleyville. This is Ray Silver Reyes, Director of Public Works. I keep your roads smooth, your water flowing, and your toilets flushing.
Hi, I'm Christine Johnson, Management Assistant, City Manager's Office. If you have any issues or trouble with trash or recycle, give me a call. I'm your girl.
Hi, I'm Kira Seeger, the Assistant to the City Secretary. You're welcome to come to our office or call me if you have any questions regarding City Council meetings or have an information request.
Hello everyone, I'm Corey Lawson. I'm the one that if you have any trouble out in the field with any projects, road construction or anything, I'll be the one you contact.
Hey, Kelly Miner here. I work for the Building Inspections Department. If you need a fence permit, I'm your girl.
Ben Briner, I'm Director of Community Development. If you're doing anything with your property, please come see us.
Hi, I'm Jackie Reef, and I'm the Principal Planner here at the City of Colleyville. And what we like to do in planning and development is we like to bring good developments to the city.
Hi, my name is Josie Stevens, Utility Billing Water Department.
Hi, I'm Tony Schultz, Utility Billing Water Department.
Hi, I'm Meg Dixon.
I'm Kara Teeter.
And I'm Dina Bales.
And we work at the Colleyville Public Library. Come check us out.
I'm Erin Spicer, Community Relations for the City of Colleyville. I'm like Vanilla Ice. If you have a problem, I'll solve it.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Sims, and I'm president of the Colleyville Chamber of Commerce. We're an office inside of City Hall, and we are loving the relationship that we have with the city and the community. We do business with businesses, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Hi, I'm Jerry Duque, City Manager, here to tell you that if you have any concerns, call us at the City Manager's office. We're here to help.
One word, service.
Serious work without taking ourselves too seriously.
Collaborative. Teamwork.
Engaging.
Responsive.
Problem solving.
Work family.
Team.
Fun.
Responsive.
Community.
Family.
By the way, Mark Cantrell has been with the fire department for 17 years and was recently promoted to fire chief. In fact, there's a promotion ceremony. There's a promotion ceremony tomorrow at 3:30 at the Central Fire Station. I've always said Colleyville's most treasured resource is its people. That's both Colleyville employees and Colleyville residents. All of you are exceptional, and I'm proud of you all. So, as we look ahead, we know 2019 will be a big year for Colleyville. With work on 26 expected to wrap up, yay. Businesses have been showing interest in making Colleyville their home. Chef Point will open this summer along Highway 121. A new brunch spot is in the works in the Rock House at the corner of 26 and Main Street. A grand wedding chapel is taking shape on 26 just north of Tinker Road, and you can see from this rendering that it will be a beautiful and high-quality facility. And construction has started on a restaurant and office space next to the old Bellissimo site. Now, you're probably aware that the Londoner relocated within Colleyville and recently opened their doors at the new location on Highway 121. But their old space will not be vacant very long. A national brand, well known for their chicken, although I can't tell you who they are. I'm kind of thirsty right now. They plan to locate there. Now, I can tell you that site's going to be completely demolished and will be replaced with new construction that should be starting pretty soon. So, in summary, Colleyville is a blessed city, and we as Colleyville residents are blessed people. And I'm very thankful for that. In my experience talking with all of you, both residents and employees, you, like me, love our community and are very proud of Colleyville. So, I know this has been long, but I hope you learned a little bit about Colleyville, and I thank you for listening. Thanks.